friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and either way, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. First, I hope your spooky season is going amazingly, and second, I'm super freaking stoked for today's video because I freaking love vampires. They've just been a huge interest of mine since forever, and I love fashion lookbooks and also music, and I decided to incorporate all these things today in one video. So it's gonna be like a vampire lookbook, kind of like Halloween inspiration. So I have 25 different outfits. Each outfit also has a corresponding song, so I'll have a playlist both like from YouTube and from Spotify if you want to like go ahead and listen along to those. But yeah, basically I just wanted to do sort of like a closet cosplay. I have a lot of lookbooks planned for the spooky season, and my plan with all of them is basically to like just use the stuff in my closet and like maybe make a couple of things, but not to go out and like buy anything new for it, and just see what I can cook up with what I already have. It's been so much freaking fun. I loved this prompt specifically because vampires are like such a rich aesthetic thing to dive into. So I hope that this maybe gives you some inspiration for your own Halloween costumes or just general looks that you want to do. So without further ado, let's get into the vampire lookbook. I'm so freaking excited and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I had to do just kind of like a classic Dracula look that is either like cheesy or a lot of fun, depending on how you look at it. I honestly feel like it's both, so let me walk you through it. I just wanted to do something simple with my hair, so I just like threw it up in a ponytail and like dragged out a couple of pieces so it looked like a little bit more fancy. I've done like dark eye makeup with like a lot on the bottom as well, so we're like a little bit undead. Black lipstick, teeth, and these blood drips. I still haven't managed to get better stage blood, so we're doing this one that looks a little bit odd, but bear with me, okay? For jewelry, I wanted to do like one look that was like very intense with like a claw. So I have these like little finger claws that are very sharp that I decided to incorporate, and on my other hand I have a coffin ring. I also have this faux rosary that I DIY'd forever ago that has a little bird skull charm on the bottom. This is a white thrifted shirt that I found. It originally had some super ugly gold buttons, so I replaced them with little skull, same with on the cuffs. And this always feels like a very like either vampire or poet or pirate shirt, a very classic Halloween staple. Then this cape is absolutely one of my favorite pieces in my closet. I found it at the thrift store for $25 and it's stunning. It's black velvet and heavy and does have some armholes, and I do not wear it enough, but this October it's gonna get more of the love it deserves. I've also paired a little black kind of faux corset belt thing over my shirt because to tuck it into my pants, and with how tight these pants are, it looked like really weird and lumpy, so that was to mitigate that. These pants are from the thrift store. They're just your basic faux black leather pants, and I've paired them with some big old boots just to give a bit of a more spooky edge. That is my look for like kind of classic vampire, old-timey, vampiric, predator, a little bit corny, but we're living. The Dracula look, you can't go wrong with it. Alright, on to the next. So I wanted to do a look for like a very 80s kind of punk vampire and play a little bit with some trad goth makeup, so that's what we ended up doing with this, and I honestly am really liking the final result. So let me go ahead and talk you through it. Done my hair in just a ponytail, very messy, very rough, nothing special. For makeup, I've done my brows very dark and then like just some lines, shadows. You get the gist. It's a little bit patchy looking on camera because of how bright it is, but I promise it looks alright in person. And then I've got my black lipstick, fangs of course. For earrings I have these big old knives. I have this spike choker, this DIY necklace with all the little vampire charms, this necklace that I found at the thrift store, and some bracelets just to add a little bit of extra color to the outfit. I also wanted to help hold up the fishnet sleeves, so to do that I've wrapped this belt around and worn it as like a little harnessy thing. Speaking of, I have my fishnet top. This is just a pair of fishnet pantyhose with a bunch of rips in it that I've used as a shirt. And then this is a little satin corset that I added a bunch of interesting patches and pins and little details and stuff too. It's just a really cute little top and super, super comfy. These bottoms are some sort of trip pant knockoffs that I DIY'd. They've got just a bunch of random grommets and hardware and zippers and random pieces that I've collected, and I think they look really cool. They're very comfy and not too heavy, but I have paired them with a belt just to make sure that they stay up where they're supposed to. And for boots, I'm just wearing these Demonias with the plaid inlay. I found these at the thrift store years and years ago, and they're just perfect for pairing with my plaid outfits. So that's my look for like a kind of trad 80s punk vampire gothy makeup, but more of a punk outfit. I'm really liking this look regardless. And on to the next. I wanted to do a look for a kind of steampunk vampire. I'm not sure how well that was achieved, but this is my attempt for that. So let me go ahead and walk you through it. I'm wearing this headpiece that I got at a sort of thrift store when I used to go to university. It's a super cool, amazing DIY bronzy thing that I just needed to include somehow. For makeup, I've done red eyeshadow, red lipstick, these little bird skull earrings that match the headpiece. I also put on a bunch of rings and this one kind of crucifix necklace that just hangs in the open spot of the dress. For accessories, I'm holding this that belongs to Cage. It's just like this little steampunky skull, and I feel like it just kind of helps bring the look together and give more of the steampunk vibe, since I tend to not have a lot of brown in my wardrobe, and that tends to be the color that I feel like most people associate with steampunk. The other thing though that I think they associate is also like buckles and metallics and gears and these kind of things. So for the buckles at least, I have this shoulder piece that I got online. It's got some neck buckles, it's got some studs and whatever. It's got like the cool shape. It's a fun kind of piece. I have paired it with this black velvet tank top that I DIY'd that has like the red stripes on it. These black arm warmers that used to be green. This underbust corset. And then this belt with the side pockets. So this is a belt that I got online. I like it for all of its random buckles and pockets and stuff, but to add even extra visual interest, I have a little crow skull, this bone earring that I DIY'd, a broken vintage pocket watch, another little crow skull type necklace, this necklace that I DIY'd with all the vampire charms, and this locket because it's like in a bronzy color. And I feel like having all the different things hanging down kind of gives the look of like maybe a steampunk merchant or something, someone carrying all their like trinkets on their person. I always love that look in like character designs and stuff, so I wanted to echo that. For the skirt, I just have this black velvet thrifted skirt. Simple, plain, but it gets the job done. And then my black Demonias with the spikes to give a little bit of extra height and drama to the outfit. So this is my look for like a steampunky vampire. I'm not sure how well it really completes the prompt, but I do feel like it looks cool, if nothing else. So yes, without further ado, on to the next look. Okay, so I've always really enjoyed gothic Lolita and punk Lolita fashion ever since I was like probably 13 or 14 and first found out about it. But I've always been a little bit scared to do it myself because there's like so many rules and I just like don't know, and I like am so scared of like not doing something properly and like offending someone or whatever. But this is my attempt at a punk Lolita vampire, and I feel like I did an okay job, but feel free to let me know if there's like critical elements missing. It would be cute if I had like a little plaid headband, but I didn't decide to make one for this lookbook. Maybe next time. This would be a cute look with a headband. So for hair, we've just done pigtails and little bone hair clips, and I've just curled my bangs. Done black eyeshadow with like eyeliner lashes underneath and some black lipstick with my fake teeth. I have these coffin earrings, and for other jewelry I have this beaded choker that I've put under my collar. I DIY'd this myself. Same with this necklace that I DIY'd and this one that I made. Wearing just some simple rings. And I have a blood jelly bracelet that I got at the dollar store. For the outfit itself, I'm wearing this black satiny kind of shirt. It's got this nice ruffle at the front. I got it at the thrift store, and it comes in handy as like a basic for kind of vampiric looks. This dress is super fun. It's a Hell Bunny dress that I found on Facebook Marketplace. All the plaid is super cute. It's got the straps and like a little bit of lace detail. It's got grommets down the front and like lacing. Just a lot of fun. I've paired a waist cincher corset thingy over top of it to give it a tiny bit of extra structure, and a petticoat underneath to give it extra floof and volume and bounce and like properly get that silhouette that we're looking for. For legwear, I have some fishnet stockings, and for boots I have these demonias that have the plaid down the center. They like match the dress so well that I had to wear it together. So yes, this is my look for a punk Lolita vampire. I think it's super cute and fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope I did the look justice. Oh, and bonus kind of element with it. I think it looks really cute with this one cape I DIY'd, so let me show you that. So since Lolita has often very cutesy and adorable elements, I wanted to incorporate this cape. It's just like a batwing cape with a little patch that I made on the front and some batwings on the back, but it's fleecy and warm and has like this kind of pattern. But the best part is the hood. It's huge, it's oversized, I feel adorable in it. It's got the bat ears. This is what the back looks like with the wings and everything. Overall, I just feel like it is a different but still really cute twist on the kind of vampire punk Lolita look. So yeah, let me know, what do you think? With the poncho, without, either way, I feel very cute. So I wanted to do a look for a sort of like vampiric clown, and this is like a sort of more clean version, as in there's no big blood stains and all the stuff. However, I do plan to do a clown core lookbook, so look forward to like a very bloody vampiric clown version of this too. I have my hair in just the pigtails with these little bone clips, and I have one red scrunchie and one black scrunchie, so it's a little bit mismatched. I did some red eyeshadow with like a black kind of line down this, and this is supposed to look like a dagger, and I added like a little gem with some eyelash glue. I also have some red lipstick on and just like a really delicate little clown nose that I did with some eyeshadow. Then for jewelry, I have these hoops that I DIY'd. They're supposed to look like barbed wire, and they remind me of like a circus hoop, but kind of scary, so I figured it would be suited for this outfit. I also have my choker that says Vampyre. I handmade this myself. And this little beaded necklace that I DIY'd with the little bat charm on it. I'm also wearing this jabot that I DIY'd, and this is a top that belonged to a coworker that they gave me since they didn't wear it anymore. I have this ripped fishnet pair of pantyhose underneath that I'm wearing as a shirt, and this little blood jelly bracelet. For bottoms, I'm wearing this cute little pair of bloomers with a pair of fishnet tights underneath. I have these red and black demonias that I got at the thrift store ages and ages ago. I added a little spiked knee garter. So yes, I enjoy this look. Hopefully it's not giving too much Harley Quinn. Kate did tease me about that real quick. But yes, this is my vampire clown. On to the next look. So I wanted to do a look for like a vampire nurse, and I'm not sure how well it's working, but I feel pretty cute in it, and that's saying something since I normally like never wear white, and this is like basically an all-white outfit. Let me go ahead and walk you through it. I have my little nurse hat. This is just from a Halloween costume from ages and ages and ages ago. Black wig, dark eyeshadow with like a lot of it concentrated underneath, so we're looking very undead. Black lipstick with the drippies, so it's like, ooh, we've just been feeding on a patient. For earrings, I have these ones that I DIY'd by putting a little vampire tooth charm onto some chains and a fish hook. I've also added this amazing little pin that I found at the thrift store ages ago. It's got like the little nurse hat, a band-aid, a thing of medicine, and a thermometer. I think it's so freaking cute and suits the outfit and helps keep my little cape shut. Speaking of, this is a cape that I made out of an old curtain. I've got some latex gloves on and my syringe of blood as a prop. This is just water and red and blue food coloring, but I put it in this big syringe for a snack. Then for a shirt, I just have layered my white kind of vampiric poet shirt. It's got the ruffle. It's plain, it's thrifted, it gets the job done. I completely forgot I had a white skirt at all, but I made this for a Dracula cosplay back in quarantine, and it came in super handy for needing an all-white outfit for my nurse costume. I wanted to add like a belt or like a little apron or something, so I tied this piece of lace around my waist just to give in a little bit of waist definition and to kind of echo sort of an apron, though it's obviously way too short. It's just a little bit supposed to give that vibe. And then I got these stockings at the dollar store ages and ages ago. They just have the little crosses at the top and the blood spatters all down them. white stockings with the nurse symbol. And then for boots, I just wanted these ones because they have the red inlay, and I feel like lots of times nurses, or at least like the old-timey ones, had like the white outfit with the red shoes. So that's my look for a little vampire nurse. I feel adorable. I completely forgot about owning a white skirt at all, and I feel way more comfortable in all white than I thought I would. So yes, this is my look. Feeling adorable, and on to the next. Okay, so this is my look for like a vampire doll. It's not quite like a proper like haunted doll situation. I mostly save those for my clown core lookbook, but I did want to do something in this aesthetic. So I've done my hair in pigtails, and I just tied a big black piece of satin ribbon into a bow and plopped it onto my head with a bobby pin to give that super oversized doll like head bow kind of situation. For makeup, I've done black eyeshadow, pink blush, and black lipstick. I have my little vampire fangs in, these little earrings that are crosses, and this choker that says vampire. I kind of wanted to channel the aesthetic of the dolls that I hand make, so this is kind of like me dressed up as one of my own dolls, if that makes sense. For the outfit itself, I'm basically just wearing this Hell Bunny jacket. I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and it's absolutely freaking stunning. I love getting to wear it when the cold weather comes around. So it's got this amazing collar, it's got buttons down the front, heart-shaped pockets, lace details, this cool ruffle situation that might be obscured by the belt, but it's okay. And then I've put this satin belt on top just to cinch in the waist extra, since I did add a petticoat underneath to poof it out some more. For foot and leg wear, I'm just wearing some black and white striped stockings. I have these black Mary Jane type heels that I found at the thrift store a couple years ago. And then as an accessory, I'm carrying this DIY skill animal that I made. This was kind of a prototype before I made a bunch of others, but I think it's always really fun to be like a doll carrying either another doll or a stuffed animal. So yes, that's my look for this kind of spooky vampire doll, whatever it kind of is. I really like it. I think it's really cute, and I'm really feeling myself. So without further ado, on to the next. So this look is for kind of like a vampire pixie sort of creature who's maybe going to like the goth club or like a rave night or something. I really like when vampires have like the little elf ear, pointy ears, stuff like that. So I decided I wanted to incorporate it in at least one of the outfits. Let's go through the look. I have these that are just super old elf ears that I got at Spirit Halloween, I think. They're just the ones that like wrap around your ear. They have teeny tiny sunglasses because they feel kind of retro and fun. And I love when people incorporate itty bitty sunglasses in like kind of spooky looks. For makeup, I've done dark purpley brown eyes and just black lips with some fake vampire teeth. For earrings, I have these ones that used to belong to Cage before I just kind of took them over. They're bats with little spikes. And then I have this faux leather choker and this necklace that says Bite Me with the little vampire fangs. I wanted to do something like very corny and nightclubby and like 90s kind of, so it's like a big combination of things, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is a top that I DIY'd. It was originally just a black tube top, and I put this velvet bat on it. I've got mismatched arm warmers and some kind of bracelets. I have this coffin shaped purse that I got at Spirit Halloween, and this belt with itty bitty cats on it that I've attached a little chain to. I'm wearing two skirts. This one is just like a completely sheer layer. I got this at a store in Edmonton, but the brand is Necessary Evil, and it's got these really amazing like batwing kind of patterns. I layered it over this skirt because I like it a lot, but the gold pattern makes it feel like a little clashy with the silver, so that's why I decided to kind of layer it for more of a cohesive look. I've got some ribbed fishnets on and these leg warmers that used to be an old skirt before I dyed them and cut them and did all the mutilations to them. These are my favorite dancing boots. They're just Demonias, the 225 with the spikes. So yes, this is my look for kind of like a club going vampiric pixie. Just wanted like something fun. So yeah, on to the next. Okay, so this is a little similar to my look for Chicago for my horror musical lookbook, but I love 1920s styles and fashion aesthetics, and I really wanted to do sort of like a vintagey vampire. So for this look, I have just a collection of random feathers that I found at the thrift store that I stuck into this choker that I'm wearing as a headband. For makeup, I've done dark eyes with like a downward slanted cat eye, and I've done dark lipstick with just like a little bit of fake blood on the side. I also wanted to wear this pearl necklace that I DIY'd. It's just got some red paint on it and some little red beads hanging down to look like someone's just been bitten. And I have this beaded necklace that I found at the thrift store, this faux pearl bracelet, and some rings on. This dress I found also at the thrift store. It's very much of the quality of a Halloween costume, but it's so sparkly and fun that I can't help just feeling so delightful when I get to wear it. Then for leg and footwear, I'm wearing some fishnets. These ones are not ripped because I wanted to look somewhat classy, and I'm wearing my black satin heels since they are fancy-ish. So that's my look for sort of 1920s glamour vampire. I enjoy it very much, and on to the next. I wanted to do a look for like a vintage vampire in Mourning, and this is what I have come up with for that. I know this is far too immodest to be like properly like any kind of actual Victorian mourning dress, but those have always been so beautiful to me, and I wanted to kind of just like emulate something for that kind of look. So I've done my hair in just like a big poofy ponytail, and I've attached a piece of tulle, just like basic black tulle, as like a veil. I really wanted one that was like polka dot, but I didn't have like a random piece of polka dot fabric that I could easily find, so tulle it was. For the makeup itself, I wanted to do like deep haunted eyes, so they're like black with a little bit of purple, black lipstick with like a little bit of blood. I have these little earrings that are made of possum spines, and a heart locket, because I feel like a lot of Victorian mourning outfits have like either hair jewelry or some sort of like jewelry of the loved one. Then I'm wearing these little like wrist cuffs that I DIY'd out of some random scrap satin and lace. This black thing that I'm wearing as a shawl is a table runner thing from Spirit Halloween. It's got some crows on it, but I feel like it works really well and gives like a little bit of like an elegant spooky vibe to everything. And then this dress I found at the thrift store a couple of years ago. It's absolutely stunning. It's got the velvet bodice, the like kind of satiny skirt. It's so pretty. I always feel like a freaking princess when I wear it, and I just adore it. For legwear, I have these slightly ripped floral black lace tights. You can't really see them under the dress, but like a little bit when I'm walking. And then for boots, I've chosen the heart buckle boots. A little bit spooky. Perhaps it's like a little bit wedding, but I do have a different idea for like a vampire wedding look. So we'll show that as well, of course. So this is my look for like a vampire bride. I think it's super fun. If this dress looks familiar, it's because it's Lydia's red wedding dress from Beetlejuice, but I have it and it's so pretty, and I feel like I never really use the opportunity to wear it, but I always feel so stunning whenever I get to put it on, so I just had to have an excuse to use it in this lookbook, and Vampire Bride it is. So let me go ahead and walk you through this look. For the hair, I have kind of done my hair in just like a big poofy thing and then layered the veil over it. I grabbed down a couple of strands and curled them so they would be nice. Got my bangs all pointy so it gives like the nice widow's peak kind of effect. For makeup, I've gone with dark red, and for jewelry, I have these massive pentagram earrings, a little rosary style necklace, a wedding ring that kind of looks like a V, and some rings on this finger as well. For an accessory, I stole a bunch of Cage's flowers that he uses for his bug domes, with the promise of giving them back after. The scent of like dusty old flowers is very nice to me. Okay, so with the dress itself, I didn't want to do a ton of extra accessories and stuff with it because it's already so beautiful on its own that I didn't want to kind of like muddy it extra with like a corset or like tons and tons of jewelry or anything like that. So we pretty much just put on the veil and put on the dress, and that's the look for this look. So let me scoot you down so you can see it better. So the dress just has all these absolutely beautiful red layers of tulle with the little tiny polka dots. I put a hoop skirt underneath to make sure that it gives all of the volume and floofing out that it absolutely requires and deserves. I have some big stompy boots just to, you know, give me some extra height and keep it fancy and dramatic. But otherwise, yeah, just like a big red vampire wedding dress. I think you could definitely do something with like a thrifted white wedding dress and like make it all haunted, or maybe like cover it in like some fake blood spatters or something. But I honestly just really like this look as is, and I feel so freaking pretty. So yeah, that's this look, and on to the next. Okay, so I wanted to do a look for a kind of vampire princess, a little bit Renaissance fair, medievally, general, vintagey inspired, and I really like it. I think it looks really, really pretty. I also have it with a potential cape that I've attached a dragon pin to, but either way I really, really like this like vampire princess look. Let me walk you through it. My black wig on, and I've pinned this necklace to the top of it to be kind of like a little medieval crown tiara thing, like, you know, when they just had like little circlet band things. It's definitely going for that kind of thing. I've done red eyeshadow, red lipstick, and my fangs. For earrings, I have these bats with the pointy spikes, and I have a lot of rings on, but I don't have any like choker or jewelry or anything otherwise. And this is a dragon that I got at a Renaissance fair ages and ages and ages ago, but he's made of leather and he's like super, super cute. So I have a red velvet dress on that I got at the thrift store. It's got the square neckline, the long sleeves, and it's quite short, but I think it works really, really well for like medievally looks because of the square neckline. To make it a little bit more dramatic, I've added on these spiderweb sleeves that I DIY'd. I just layered them over top, and the bands of them kind of line up with this corset style belt that I've layered on over top as well. This is kind of like a sheer thing that I got at Value Village, I think last year or the year before, and it just does up with a ribbon in the back. But I feel it adds like a really beautiful sense of structure and detail to the dress. It's got all these little lace bits at the top and the sheer panels, but you can still like see the boning. Yeah, I think it looks really, really pretty. I've also added this sheer black layer over top of the dress. This was originally a Halloween tablecloth that I think I got at the dollar store or Spirit Halloween, and I just cut a hole in the center of it to make it into a dress. I feel like it goes ahead and adds like an extra element and detail and like bigger, flowier bustle to the bottom of the dress, so it gives more of that princess look and less of that club wear look. So that's how I've kind of added different accessories to change the shape of the dress. Then for leg wear and such, I just have black fishnet stockings with my heavy buckle boots. Just cute footwear for a cute outfit. So yes, this is my look for like a vampiric princess, or like a vampire at the Ren Fair, or like a medieval vampire or something of the sort. I feel really, really pretty, and I like this look very, very much. So yes, on to the next. So I wanted to do a look for like a post-apocalyptic kind of vampire, because I've always really enjoyed that aesthetic. I've just done my hair to the side. I've done the big pointy ears as like a sort of Nosferatu style vampire. I just have one earring. It's this bone earring, big choker, some bracelets, and obviously the tiny sunglasses, but that's what we've got for jewelry. And then otherwise for makeup, I've just done like black eyes with like a little bit of purple underneath, and then black lipstick with like a tiny bit of "we've just been feeding" kind of blood around the mouth. Then this is a top I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's a sort of leathery material, and it's got this awesome batwing kind of silhouette, which I find is super, super fun. And I've paired it with these red leggings. I thought it would be fun to kind of have like a deserty aspect, and these always kind of reminded me of that, as well as this tiny little like ripped skirt that I've put underneath that, and this hip bag situation that I always find is really handy for like post-apocalyptic style looks. I've added these like clove garlic things to the waist belt as if we're like kind of a vampire who's like hunting other vampires kind of thing. I don't know. And then for boots, we've done the big buckle boots because I wanted something big and stompy and fun. So yes, this is my look for like a post-apocalyptic vampire. Definitely one that's more like stylized and intended to be from like a movie or a music video, and not like an actual post-apocalyptic thing, because obviously we wouldn't be wearing like makeup and stuff for that, but you get the idea. This is my look for like a vampire student kind of school uniform moment. I'm definitely wearing the top from when I did a gory Fangtail cosplay for Monster High, but I feel like it's a cute look, so let me go ahead and talk you through it. I have my black wig on, glasses, red eye makeup, black lipstick, teeth, and then these little vampire earrings that I DIY'd a while ago. They just have a red bead and a little silver bat. I've tied a black ribbon around my neck as kind of one of those kerchief situations, and I also put this bat pin that I found on the thrift store over top of it to kind of hold it in place and just give an extra little bit of bat motif. And then this is a shirt that used to just be a plain red shirt, but I DIY'd it as stated for a gory cosplay. I have my backpack as a prop because we're going to school, we need our backpack. I have these little gloves on and a bunch of bracelets, and then I have this little thrifted red plaid skirt. And for socks, I just wanted like under the knee socks. These ones have a cat pattern, but that's not really relevant, it's just supposed to be black socks. And for footwear, I went with just some little creepers that I got on Facebook Marketplace. So this is my look for a vampire student. I feel like it looks very, very cute. The school uniform look is always a very cute look in my opinion, so I wanted to do like a vamp version of it. So yes, now on to the next one. So I wanted to do a look that was like a little bit vintage and fancy. I have my hair just like in an updo with some random bits floating down. Messy dark eyeshadow with lots underneath. It's like purpley and brown and all mixed together. Black lipstick with like some blood dripping all over. And then this little choker, I'm just wearing the one for like kind of a simple look. It's got red and black beads. I have a corset that has a little bit of like this lace layer around it, and I've paired this bat belt from Creepspell over it. This piece of lace with the fringe I made when I was probably like 12. I just got like a big piece of lace at Fabricland and a big piece of fringe and sewed it together, and there we are. This is a vintage skirt that my cousin gave me I think last year. I don't get to wear it a lot because I'm always scared of wearing vintage stuff out and about, but for Lookbooks it's so much fun. The bright red color is super exciting. I also have a black rose in my hand. This was actually from Cage, a very early gift that he gave me, and I've kept it and treasured it for so long. I'm wearing these little black lace spiderweb gloves with this coffin ring that will make an appearance a lot in this lookbook, I'm guessing. I also put a petticoat, just like a black one, underneath the skirt to give it like extra excitement. And then for shoes, I just have these like big black boots because I wanted something like quite edgy and fun. So that's this look for kind of like a vintage elegant vampire who maybe just fed and is like, I don't know, at a saloon or something. I don't know, it feels like a little bit Western. That wasn't originally my intention when I was getting dressed, but that I think may be where we ended up. Regardless, on to the next look. Okay, so I wanted to do a look for like a vampire librarian, and this is what we have for that. Pretty simple, but honestly I'm feeling really, really cute, and I quite enjoy this overall effect. So let me walk you through it. My hair I've just put in a very messy ponytail. For earrings I have these tiny little crosses. For makeup I've done a red eyeshadow with a cat eye and a red lipstick, tiny bit of highlighter on the nose, little bit of contour on the cheeks, and some fangs. Otherwise for jewelry, I have this necklace on that is a DIY with all these different vampire charms on it, but you can really only see the one bat when the collar is rolled down. I've also put a couple of rings on, including some that I stole from Cage for this look. And then for the outfit itself, I just have this black ruffle thrifted top, and this is a dress that I got from the thrift store. It's red corduroy with the silver buttons down the front. Feels super cute, quite like dark academia or whatever. I have a couple of red and black books as a prop just to carry around to really sell the whole look and aesthetic and everything. For leg and footwear, I have one plain sheer stocking, and then this one that has like a spiderweb pattern on it. I'm also wearing these little creepers that I found on Facebook Marketplace I think a year or two ago. And yeah, just like a cute little dark academia vampire librarian look. Super, super cute. I could definitely see myself wearing this kind of outfit, like without the fangs and stuff, just out and about. I like it a lot. I'm enjoying it. Okay, on to the next look. So I wanted to do a look for like a pastel vampire, and this is what I have decided to do for that. So it's sort of a pastel goth kind of situation, pretty sweet and simple, but I decided to include it. For the hair, I have this kind of light pink wig that I've added these two little pigtail poof pom-pom things in to just add a little bit extra volume. I've done sort of pale makeup with dark eyes, blush on the cheeks, and a little bit of highlighter and blush on the nose, black lipstick. And for earrings, I have these ones that I DIY'd. They're like a little resin charm with a pearl. And this choker that was a gift from a subscriber, but it's based off of Raven Madison's choker from Vampire Kisses. So it's just super cool. I'm wearing my coffin ring, and then I have a ripped pair of fishnets as sleeves. This little pink dress that I think is technically like a lingerie dress, but I got it at the thrift store a couple years ago, and it's just always so cute. I think this might be my first time wearing it with a petticoat, but I think it suits it really well and just gives a really cute and extra floofy effect. Then for leg and footwear, I'm wearing a pair of fishnet tights, and on one leg I've layered over them a stripy pink and black sock. I have these pink sparkly knockoff demonias. These were a Facebook Marketplace find, and one of them is broken, so I just laced it up with a ribbon instead of the zipper. But yeah, I think it's quite cute. This is my look for like a sweet little pastel vampire. A little bit different from the rest of them, but I figured I had to include something for this sort of aesthetic as well. Alright, on to the next. So this look is sort of on the fancy side with this black velvet dress and the kind of spiderweb headpiece. So let me go ahead and walk you through it. So I got my hair up in its usual poof ponytail thing, and then I have this spiderweb thing that originally was like a belt attachment, but it sort of feels like a vintagey headpiece, so I decided to pair it there. For makeup, I've just done dark eyeshadow, dark lipstick. It's like a dark purpley reddish kind of color. And then for earrings, I have a little tooth and a little dangly skull. I have a bunch of different rings on and a velvet choker with these bat charms and a couple of layered necklaces, including this vintage rosary kind of style necklace. This is a dress that I got at the thrift store. It's black velvet, but it has a little bit of a red shift in it that I don't know if is really picking up on camera, but it does look very, very nice in person. And I've layered over top of it this little black kind of poncho cape thing that I DIY'd a couple of years ago. I always feel so fancy when I wear them, so they're a lot of fun. And then I have these black spiderweb lacy sort of arm warmers, and this dress has some leg slits built in, which is super fun. To take advantage of that, I have one kind of sheer stocking and one sort of black lacy stocking, and then I have black satin heels on because I wanted something on the more like fancy, elegant side. So yes, this is sort of like a vintagey vampire, kind of something spooky and fun. I think it's a good look. Okay, on to the next. Okay, so I really wanted an excuse to wear this apron that I DIY'd last year, so I just decided to do like a very kitschy, kind of like 1960s apron mom vampire moment. So that was kind of the inspiration for this. Let me go ahead and walk you through it. So I have my hair in its big, messy, poofy ponytail, these little tombstone earrings because they're adorable. I just got the little clay tombstones at Michael's last year and stuck them on some hair clips. For earrings, I have these adorable ones that have clock cat on them. I think they're absolutely amazing. They really give like the 1960s retro vibe. And this year I've also added this one that has a tiny pair of vampire lips and teeth. For makeup, I've done pretty neutral, just a little bit of brown on the lid, cat eye, red lipstick. This is a choker that I've had for years and years and years. I'm wearing a pearl bracelet and a black bracelet with a little black cat on it. This one is from a subscriber. It's technically a necklace, but I like to wear it as a bracelet. And then as mentioned, this is an apron that I DIY'd. It used to just be a plain black apron. I added the Joanna Parker spider patch, as well as the embroidery of the spider webs and the red lace around the edge on the bottom. To give the apron extra volume, I've paired it with a petticoat underneath and some bloomers underneath that. This top that I'm wearing is just a polka dot kind of sheer long sleeve top. I love it. It's super, super cute and it has a sweetheart neckline. You can't really see it under the apron, I guess. For leg wear, I have one spiderweb stocking and one stocking that is plain black on the front, but it has some bones going up it in the back. And then I'm wearing my heart buckle boots because they're very sweet and adorable. So yes, this is my kind of kitschy 1960s vampire excuse to wear an apron look. I like it a lot. I feel very, very cute and very, very much myself. I also feel like for the super housewife 1950s thing, you could do a pearl necklace instead of the choker, and like very housewifey, perhaps too much for me, but it's still a fun look. This look is another one that feels a little bit on the fancy side, but I really like this outfit combination. Just got my long black wig on. Looking at it in the camera screen, it's reading very nun, but I think that's just because I'm like very far away. Anyway, for makeup, we've done dark eyes, red lips, some teeth. For jewelry, I've got some rings. I have this choker that I handmade with like a little cross pendant and these blood bite marks on the side. And then for earrings, I have these ones with this little crow skull and a cross. This is a white collar that I DIY'd out of an old curtain. I found this dress at the thrift store a really long time ago, and it's black velvet with buttons going all the way down it and a slit at the bottom, which is super fun. I've paired this little corset style belt over top of it. It's just like one of those waist cincher things. And I have these little gloves that I DIY'd. Just some black lace with some velvet and some grommets and ribbon. And then for footwear, I've just gone with my comfiest demonias. Super simple, but we wanted something cozy. This is just like a really plain but comfortable and elegant look. I can't count the amount of times I've worn this exact outfit to go on a graveyard date with Cage. It's a classic for a reason. I usually don't wear it with a black wig, but fun to mix it up a little bit. And then the vampire teeth add like that extra little edge. So yeah, that's this look, and on to the next. Okay, so this is just kind of like a fun, silly look, but ever since I found this pajama set at the thrift store, I've always felt like it would be the sort of pajamas that a vampire would wear when they're gonna tuck in for the night into their coffin. So I wanted to do a vampire look inspired by that. So I just have my hair up kind of the same way that I wear it when I'm going to bed. Bangs down, hair up. I have these coffin earrings to kind of reference the fact that we're going to sleep. And then for makeup, I've concentrated a lot of it like underneath the eyes and done like a lot of purple tones for that. Just some dark lipstick. I have a bedtime buddy, of course. This is Little Myotis, who I got for Cage maybe like in year 1 that we started dating. And I just figure a vampire would still need a cuddly friend, like a little stuffed bat to get to bed with. And then let me show you the full pajama set all together. It's satin and has like a black floral lace pattern over the maroon. It feels so fancy, and it's a little bit like flannelly warm on the inside, but silky and smooth on the outside. So just like really fun sensory experience. I wanted to wear like some spooky fun slippers, but I don't really have any, so I settled for these black socks that have a little kitty face on the top. This is my look for just a sleepy vampire ready for their bedtime, but in a cute pajama set. So, on to the next. So I wanted to do a look for like a vampire witch, and this is what I have decided to go for that. I'm not sure how well it's reading, but we're giving it a shot. So from head to toe, I've got my witch hat on, and I've layered over top of it a flower crown just to give a bit of extra visual interest. And I've also attached a little frog friend to the brim, because every witch needs a little frog friend familiar hanging off the side of their hat. This is just from Spirit Halloween. And then I'm wearing a long brown wig because it's curly, and I feel like it looks black from far away, so we're just pretending it's black. And then I have my big round glasses on, purple eyeshadow, a bunch of purple blush on, and some black lipstick. For earrings, I have these ones that have a snake on them, because I feel like sometimes in old vampire stories, vampires turn into like wolves and rats and mist and snakes, so I figured the snakes were like somewhat relevant in that way. I have a sword choker and this long beaded necklace, and then just a couple of rings for my accessories. This is a dress that I found at the thrift store a couple years ago. It used to be light green, but I've since dyed it black, and I added these arm warmers from the dollar store just to extend the sleeves a little bit. I also added in this like faux leather corset to give it some extra shape, and I layered a short dark dress underneath since it is a sheer dress. Otherwise, for leg and footwear, I am just wearing these purple and black stripy tights because I feel like that's like the classic witch thing. And then I have my comfy everyday demonias. So yes, that is my look for like a vampire witch. I don't know if it's super reading vampire, it's mostly just reading witch or like kind of spooky person, but let me know what you think. I really like the glasses. I feel like they make the look like a really cute like anime witch versus like a spooky scary witch. Right, on to the next. Okay, I'm really liking this look. It's pretty basic, but I had to include something with this vampire jacket because I DIY'd it myself, I think last year, and it's just still one of my absolute favorite jackets that I've done, and it needed a chance to shine in the Vampire Lookbook, obviously. So here we are. Let me start from head to toe. I have my black wig on, everyday glasses, dark eye makeup, reddy purpley black lipstick, and then these earrings are just plastic bones from the dollar store that I stuck on some fish hook earring pieces. This is a jabot that I DIY'd, and this is a little rosary style necklace that has these blood red beads and a little faux bird skull at the bottom of it. This jacket is one of my proudest DIYs to date. It's got all sorts of different vampire patches. I do have a whole video about how I made it and stuff. And the bat wings are one of my favorite elements. For the bottoms in this look, I'm just wearing some basic faux leather pants that I got at the thrift store and these demonias that I got on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, that's this one, and on to the next. So I wanted to do a look for like a sort of vampire ballerina. I'm not sure if it's giving that or if it's just giving Spock, but we're trying our best. My main issue with this is that I don't like putting my hair in a bun because I feel like I don't have the head shape for it. But bear with me, it was more about just executing the concept. So head to toe, let me walk you through this look. I've done my hair, yes, in a bun, and I've done that thing, you know when you take like a sock and cut off the toe and then like roll your hair up into it? Yes, that to make the bun extra poofy. And then you know how lots of times ballerinas and dancers and stuff have like little tiaras or like fancy little headpieces? I added this necklace and just kind of bobby pinned it onto my hair to give the effect of a sort of crown situation. And then I have my big dramatic elf ears to kind of balance out the proportions of the bun and everything. And then for makeup I wanted to go like kind of elegant and neutral, so I did just like a touch of brown eyeshadow and then like a cat eye, red lipstick, and some highlighter to give like a little bit of like sparkly ethereal kind of moment. Then for other jewelry I have these super delicate tiny red and clear earrings, this tiny red necklace, this choker that I DIY'd out of velvet and an O-ring, some little pointy finger rings for like a touch of danger, and this snake ring and a coffin ring, and my fangs. This dress is one of my favorite DIYs I've ever made. It's a pretty recent one, but it has a red velvet bodice, ribbon sleeves, and a bunch of different fabrics that I've sewn together to make the skirt. This time I've layered a hoop skirt under it, so it's looking like this. Because the underskirt is a little too tight to fit over it, I've also layered some bloomers for modesty. And then for leg wear and tights and stuff, I just have 2 pairs of ripped fishnets. It gives that awesome spiderweb look. For boots, I wanted big stompy boots or little delicate ones, and since I didn't have little delicate ones, big stompy we went. And these arm warmers are from the dollar store. I think I got them last year. So yes, this is my look for like a vampiric ballerina. I'm not sure how effective it was, but you know, part of Halloween is getting to try things out and be like, okay, that didn't work, but we move on. Okay, on to the next look. So I wanted to do a look for a pumpkin patch vampire, and this is what I got. And I feel so freaking cute. I really want to wear this kind of outfit out and about on like a date night or something with Cage, because yeah, this is just like the perfect Halloween vibes, right? For my hair, I've gone with pigtails, and I've added these kind of faux hair falls that I DIY'd out of some old scrap fabric last year. Just adds a little bit of texture and I feel like it looks fun. Then I have these little orange pumpkin hair clips that a subscriber gifted me. They're super, super cute, and I feel like they just really bring together the like adorable pumpkin patch kind of vibe. For makeup, I've done a lot of orange, like orange eyeshadow, a little bit of orange blush and orange blush on the nose, and then I've painted on little bats and stars and dots and stuff. For jewelry, I have these little jack-o'-lantern earrings, a tiny little bat necklace, and some rings, as well as just like these fun bracelets. This one's really cool because it glows in the dark, and this one was a gift from a subscriber. As an accessory, I'm holding this really sweet little trick-or-treating kind of pail. Kid and I found this at a thrift store last year, and it's the cutest freaking thing in the world, is it not? This dress, when I got it, was white. I dyed it orange and then put these little pumpkin buttons down the front. I've put the corset belt over top to give it a little bit of extra structure, and a petticoat underneath to give it floof and bounce. For leg wear, I've gone with these Spiderweb fishnet tights, and I've layered these hand-knitted leg warmers over top of my boots. I made these and I feel like they're super, super cute and just give an extra cozy vibe. And these are just my everyday demonias, the super comfy ones. So yes, this is my look for like a sweet little pumpkin patch vampire. They're just frolicking around at the county fair, ready to perhaps bite some unsuspecting victims. And I just feel like this is such a cute look. It incorporates two of my favorite things, classic vampires and Halloween. So can't go wrong with that, though I feel like it's definitely giving more just generic Halloween than it is vamp. Whatever, I feel really cute in this. So that is all I have for you today. I really, really hope you enjoyed that. It was so much fun to film and put together, and just spooky season is so delightful. I am feeling all the magic, and I hope that you are too. I had an amazing time filming this. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I know it was a really, really long one, so thanks for letting me take up a bunch of your time. I hope you're having a great day or night or whenever it happens to be that you are watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, bye for now. Bye!